Geminis, how y'all doing? So you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and then you have the Lovers, which is Gemini. So you showed up in your own reading. So straightforwardly, one of two things is basically either happening for this reading. You Geminis either have someone that will work with you and not against you, or you Geminis are just doing this for yourselves if you're single. So because the reason why I'm saying that is because bam, the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. They sound alike. So it's this sense in which you Geminis are doing things that are wise, astute, if you're single, wise, astute, and it's making you very wealthy and very happy and very powerful. Very wealthy. You know, you are, Geminis, a lot of y'all get bright ideas and like little raindrops, and the raindrops have to collect like in a bucket, right? Your thoughts, specifically your ideas, and then along the lines your ideas start to piece, or I should say be put together like a jigsaw puzzle basically, right? And so because of that, right, a lot of y'all, you understand that little piece, that little idea that you had actually made a lot of sense, and that it started to actually make sense along the way. Because a Gemini would be like a jigsaw puzzle. A Libra would be like stained glass windows, right? How the stained glass windows are like bigger pieces than the jigsaw pieces. But when you take a step back, the different colors and different things, like they paint a picture. And then like Aquarius would basically be like a large canvas or a painting. So instead of it being like jigsaw puzzle pieces or like stained glass windows, it's one big large piece all put together that you have to basically zoom into if you want to see the details. But then at the same time, but the larger picture is all ingratiated into one. So for you Geminis, that puzzle piece, the ideas coming to you in puzzle pieces, it did help, because especially if you're by yourself, and it's especially if you are in a relationship too. If this is you, this is what I'm talking about, because very powerful reading. Even if it's not just only you and you're in a relationship or met someone or dealing with someone that is willing to do that, what it is that y'all are accomplishing in a very short span of time, this person is very active. They're making it happen. They're actually on the scene right now with you very soon. They're not wasting a whole lot of time making things work with you. The reason why I'm saying that, if you are connected with somebody romantically, is because immediately these three cards, the Knight of Pentacles represents them. They're helping you out. Y'all are working together. Y'all are doing your thing. The Nine of Pentacles, you feel fulfilled, empowered, right? At peace. And then you have the Lovers, the two of y'all together, working together, being for each other, actually working with each other and not against each other. And not only that, but y'all actually like each other, right? For the ones of you Geminis who are single, this could be you having that kind of union and bond with yourself, as to where, look at how strong and powerful, you are becoming. So no Geminis should really be excluded here, right? Or I should say, very few Geminis are going to be like, well, I don't really have anything going on. The majority of y'all probably are putting something together, either with someone else or by yourself. And so the thing is that the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles represent, and a lot of you Geminis, whether you're by yourself or you're with the person, very thankful, grateful of the position that you're in. Either way, because if it's just you, look at the strength that you have to be able to put all of this stuff together by yourself. If it's with someone else, look at how great teamwork is. This is something that a lot of, and Ace of Pentacles, right? It's actually bearing fruit. It's doing the things, it's putting you into like a star card situation. Don't be surprised if the star card comes up. I don't have it in this main board, but don't be surprised if we need to clarify some cards and a star card comes up. I'm calling it now because of the fact that, yes, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. And a lot of you Geminis who may be with someone, you understand how blessed you are because, especially in today's world, a lot of people don't particularly pride themselves on teamwork or even being in love. They pride themselves on gypping people, playing people, being lone wolves, being individualistic, betraying the, you know, corporate takeover, betraying people, you know what I'm saying? Betraying people that you came up with so that you can be the one. So that you can be the one, right? That's how a lot of people are playing. And so the fact that you actually found someone, so far so good, we can't speak for a long time for right now, for a good while, for what I can see, a good while, right? Or at the beginning, this is the beginning of that good while. You Geminis, right? But we'll see how far this goes. You found someone that actually is willing to work with you, and they're not passive or waiting a very long time to actually get something happening. They're actually getting something happening. And even if it's you Geminis being by yourself, look at the confidence that you have because you're not getting it in a grimy way. You're not getting it from a way where you'll have to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life because you're like, yo, I done played over so many people and messed so many people over. No, it's a good thing for you where you're getting it honestly. And so now it's like, not only that, but you're doing your thing and you don't have, and you Geminis are not having to, like, in other words, you're legit. You're legit. Not only are you legit in reputation, but also in the way that you go about creating the things that you want to see actually happening. It's getting festive out there. It's starting to get festive. I may have to, if they raise it up higher, I'm going to have to close the window because they starting to get festive out there. But then you have the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. And so the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Wands right here represents for you, this is a situation where this is a situation where the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Wands is about how, and you're great, you're content, you have a wonderful relationship with this person so far, or if it's by yourself, you have a wonderful relationship with yourself, one that is working. So no one can say that it's not working. Things are going to work until they don't. It's going to work until it doesn't. And so the 8 of Wands, you're going to see how far it goes. The Wheel of Fortune. Right now, you Geminis you're going to use it to your advantage. You're going to take what works for you and leave what doesn't work for you. Right now, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not, it's working. So you don't have to worry about it. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. You made it work. You Geminis made it work. You Geminis, you understand that, you know, it didn't necessarily make too much sense to you at first, but now it makes a whole lot of sense. You'll see what I'm talking about, right? Right? You'll see, or you have seen, or you are seeing what I'm talking about how it didn't make a whole lot of sense at first. Again, jigsaw puzzles, right? Puzzle pieces, you see it, okay, you seeing it. You see, people will never hear the word jigsaw the same ever again after the Saw movies. They will never hear that. I know I won't. that jigsaw, that saw jigsaw puzzle movie or whatnot, that joint done went ahead and created a whole different paradigm shift. When I hear that term, I think about the movie. Anyway, but the jigsaw puzzle, or whatever the case may be, right? Thought process that a lot of you have is that you actually do see the bigger picture now, right? Now that more things are starting to happen for you. Because what you're seeing is that you're the common denominator. You're the one that actually gets what it is that you want and creates it. And that you need to use the knowledge that you have to actually go about doing it. Gemini has the knowledge, Virgo has the actual application. And you miss the opposite thing that you do not have. So for Geminis, you miss doing it. And then for Virgos miss having the knowledge. So the situation with that is, you Geminis understand that the thing that separates you or separated you from not actually getting what you want is you have the knowledge, but then you won't do it. So there's a sense of you Geminis understanding you're going to actually go do it, whatever you want. And it's not really going to be too extreme for you Geminis to actually go about getting it either. And so because of that, knowing that, there's a sense of you feeling like you don't have to go so hard, or you don't have to worry, is the point that I'm trying to make. You don't have to feel like you're lacking, because if you want something, you will get it. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You will get it, because you Geminis more than likely have the knowledge anyway. You just don't necessarily you don't necessarily know how to actually go about like sorting it out to where you physically apply that and then it manifests that way. It actually happens, right? So let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles though. The Star card, the Strength. I'm gonna hold up the cards, don't worry about it. Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. So again, right, like the Star card and the Strength card, I told y'all, don't be surprised if the Star card pops up. First card, I told you. Y'all literally saw me shuffle up the cards on camera. I did not shuffle the Star card. The Star card is 1 out of 78 cards. I could not have shuffled it to the top. I'm telling you. Y'all saw my hands. I keep telling y'all I'm nice with this. I keep telling y'all I'm nasty with this. I see it happening. And so the thing is that the Star card and the Strength card represents, yet again, like Aquarius and Leo. So it's that manifestation. It's that you're just a stone's throw away from getting the things that you want. With someone, not with someone, right? Preferably, probably like to be with someone, because Gemini, it likes partnership, right? Gemini can do things by themselves, but Gemini represents duality too. Or splitting of things, cell division, right? The split, the dividing of essence, not of value per se, right? And so because of that, you Geminis would do even better in a relationship, especially if it worked, but you Geminis still do just great on your own, but you do better in a relationship though. You know, Geminis rule over duality, the relationship, two people. And so it doesn't matter regardless of if it's with yourself or with another person, you still do great regardless. So there's a sense of you Geminis, you can do less worrying, less thinking about it, less being frantic and nervous, right? The way that Mercury does. I don't feel as nervous as the way that I used to anymore. And because I used to be very nervous, and that used to add to my anger because of my nervousness. I don't get as nervous anymore because I know that I can get what I want. I know that already. I know, right? I'm just missing the knowledge. Virgo, I apply, but I am missing the knowledge. So I know, okay, I need to go to the knowledge base and read up. I need to be more Gemini, like read up, go to Gemini. And so the thing is that the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Swords right here, right? And yeah, you know, if you Geminis are in a relationship, they could have never brought you to the level that a dysfunctional relationship can never bring you to the level that you Geminis could be on. It'll never put you in a place where you Geminis could be in because of the time that's being wasted. Quite frankly, dysfunctional relationships are a waste of your time and your talent, basically. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. I'm at 24,175 subs. Smash the subscribe button, like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. If you'd like to come through and get a personal reading from me, the link to that is in the comment section below. Peace. Call the Linktree link.